Angry.
Disappointed.
Angry.
Unfair.
Angry.
Crazy. Crazy insane. It serves no purpose.
I think because gender doesn't really come into it when it comes to doing a job. If a man and a woman are doing exactly the same job and are both equally skilled and equally talented, they should get paid the same. I think it's outrageous. I do believe that people should be paid more if they're more talented than a co-worker, but that's not based on gender, that's based on talent.
I mean, just for reasons of justness, you know, it's unjust, obviously. I think also it sends a really negative message to both girls and boys that the work of a woman is less valuable than the work of a man.
It's ridiculously unfair. It makes no sense that people doing the same job shouldn't be paid exactly the same.
I think if two people, regardless man, woman, if two people are doing the same job with the same skills, the same experience, they should be paid the same. It's simple. It's not even a complicated issue in my head. It's simple.
Basically, because it's not fair that women who are doing equal work are paid less. So I think there's a huge amount that can be done, and a lot of it starts with people thinking outside of the box, thinking about how to close it, thinking what to do. Because there are men and there are women in this world, and we all work, and we have the same brains. I mean, there was a brilliant TED talk about the difference in genomes between everyone. And the book of the code of A, B, D, D, J, is exactly the same, apart from within like thick volumes and about 100 books. There's this much that's different. And if that much of our genome means that half the population gets to earn more money, then it just doesn't make any sense.
I think that women themselves need to be perhaps, you know, more sure of themselves and more confident about asking for equal pay and fair pay. But ultimately, we need to make some changes at government level, I think.
I think it desperately needs publication, which is exactly what you're doing. I think people need to be aware of it, because actually I think a lot of men would be equally shocked.
I think it needs to start at the top and filter down. I think companies need to make it an issue. A lot of companies believe that eventually over time it'll all even itself out. But I think a lot of big companies, big global organisations need to lead the way and look at their staff across the board and not start lowering salaries to match the women, but to raise women's salaries to match the men.
Number one, be transparent about what you're paying people. Number two, have the confidence actually. If you feel like you're not getting paid what you should be, have the confidence to actually approach your manager and have this out. Say, I'm not comfortable. This is why I need to be earning this money. So transparency, the confidence to approach it, I think those two things are key.
I think a lot of it starts with transparency, so making sure that companies themselves are aware of what the gender pay gap is within that company. Already the government has ensured that companies of over 250 employees show their gender pay gap, but clearly that can go further. And actually the more people are aware of the fact that this happens, the more can be done about it. So it's raising awareness, making people really aware. Be self-employed. You know, start your own businesses so you can call the shots.
How long will it take to fix? I don't know.
I don't.
I'd love to say 10 years, that's probably optimistic.
I think I was reading somewhere that it could take until 2036? Or was it 2026? It was a long time.
Well, if this initiative is anything to go by, days.
Oh gosh, it's a very long time, isn't it? It's something like, I think it's going to be something like 50 years.
50.
50. Yeah. Wowzers.
No, it is very scary. But I also think women don't tend to ask.
Well, I've gone from disappointment to despair, frankly. That's not okay. So clearly we're going to have to make some changes.
I think women also to be aware of it, so that they just ask. Because sometimes it isn't deliberate. It's just no one's thought of it. And why would you give someone money if they haven't asked for it?
Just because people think that's a long way off, people shouldn't put their feet up and think it doesn't affect me. It's going to affect our sons and our daughters. I think it's very important for the next generation working hard that we paved the way for them so they get equal pay.
That is shocking, and in 2016 that is simply not good enough. We absolutely have to do everything we can to make sure that that gap is closed quickly.
5-0. Wow. I'm shocked. That's crazy.